Good afternoon. Welcome back. I always ask, awake? Right. After my session, I hope all of you are awake. And I'm very happy to introduce the next resource person, Dr. Dharma Prasad, whose journey is a real proof of dreams, resilience, and power of giving back to the society. Once a struggling student, he fought against the odds through sheer determination to become a leading scientist, entrepreneur, and leader. Today, Dr. Dharma Prasad is the CEO and Chief Scientist of Rosetta Bioinformatics, developing life-saving treatments for infections, cancer, and brain disorders. He is the founder director of Fun Plus Learn Solutions, making education fun and accessible. As director of WOW Presence, he advises CEOs of listed companies, manufacturing giants, and hospitals on digital trust and brand visibility, helping them shape their online presence in a rapidly evolving world. He has also built successful ventures in diagnostics and contract research, but his mission goes beyond business, it's about impact. As chairman of Samvidya Trust and convener of CII's Industry Institute panel, he empowers students through scholarships, mentoring, and skill building programs. Beyond this, Dr. Prasad serves on multiple advisory committees, shaping the growth of institutions, industries, and communities with his strategic insights. From humble beginnings, he climbed to earn a PhD from CDFD University of Hyderabad and an MSc from the University of Mysore. Dr. Prasad's dedication has earned him honors like the Distinguished Alumni Award and the Samaja Seva Ratna Award. He has written 9 books, published 20 research articles. His motivational talks have touched over 45,860 lives physically. Give him a big round of applause. And he has millions of lives digitally being guided professionals and leaders to believe in their potential. With a strong digital presence on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, Dr. Dharma Prasad continues to inspire. Let's support his mission to inspire 10 million people worldwide because success isn't just about rising, it's about lifting others along the way. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation. I request Mr. Manjunath to welcome sir with the plant.
Thanks.
Sorry for shutting.
Good morning. Morning. Good morning once again. Wonderful. That's the energy. Huh? When I was a kid like you, our teachers told anything you do, you have to do 3 times. For you, maybe it has become 10 times. No, the competition is big. Pressure is high. No? Maybe. Maybe not. Wonderful. Good to hear you back. I'm really happy I'm here. Thank you, Dr. Hema, and all the members of JSS STU for inviting me and giving an opportunity to speak to you. Tomorrow is the last but one speech of mine. In the last 2 months, I've gone to almost every college you can imagine in Mysore, and I've been speaking to students. Probably spoke to 10,000 plus students in the last 1.5 months. The reason is very simple, my dear friends. Your engineering journey is just starting. Today. You have to get set, go of your life. So far, you are in school, +2, you had fun, you studied hard. But now, this journey of the next 4 years is going to shape your life. You're going to be an engineer forever until you die. Nobody asks which school you studied, right? First they ask which college did you study, which university did you study, right? Then goes down a little bit. So, we'll talk about 3 things. Just like get, set, go, we'll talk about goals, skills, action. Goals, skills, action. How to set a goal, what skills you have to acquire, and then how do you act on it. Just setting a goal is not enough. Acquiring skills is also not enough. You have to actually do something with it. Only then you will be successful. Otherwise, you'll remain wherever you are. 4 years from now, you will walk out as engineers. 4 years from now, you'll walk out as engineers. But today, if I ask you, most of you excited, clueless, and confused. True or not? Maybe a little nervous too. No? How many of you are clueless about your life, about your future? Even I am clueless. Come on, lift your hands. Most of you are. No? Nothing new. When I was like you, when I joined college, I was just like you, clueless. I had no idea what I'm going to become. I was nervous. And honestly speaking, I was more interested in Chitrana in canteen than the lectures in the classroom. When my lectures were explaining equations, I was dreaming of Aishwarya Rai. For you boys, today it may be Rashmika Mandana, Tripti, Timri, I don't know what girls dream of. I'm not a girl, so I don't know. Maybe Jackie Shroff, I don't know who else is. Who is the crush of today? Boy, actor. Girls? The national crush? Is there something called national crush for boys? No? Only girls have. Boys have national crushes, no? And it keeps changing every 3 months. Right? How about girls? Anybody that you will dream of when your teacher is talking about engineering drawing? No? Well, you will have many. Maybe there's no single person. It keeps changing. Every time I see a movie, I love that actress so much. My crush keeps changing. Yesterday I saw a movie, a new crush originated. Right? So I was watching Coolie and then, what is the name? Pooja Hegde. No, not Pooja Hegde. The heroine was somebody else. Shruti Hassan, yes. She became my crush. So, keeps changing. Life also keeps changing. But only thing is you need to know which one to pick. For the first time when I stood on a podium and I had to speak, when I was like you, my legs were shaking. My hands were shaking. I was sweating. My heart was beating harder than it was supposed to be. Right? I was very nervous, very insecure, very unsure of what I was trying to do. And today, my legs are not shaking. My hands are not shaking. My heart is beating at its same rhythm. So it took me many, many, many years to overcome that fear. Same thing will happen with you. First time when you sat on a bicycle or a two-wheeler to drive, you fell. First time when you were 1.5 years old, when you had to put your first step, you fell. First time when you went to an exam, you were tensed, you probably didn't do so well. First time you held a bat to play cricket, you didn't do so well. But did it stop? Did it stop from you learning how to drive a two-wheeler? No, it did not. You still drove. You still learned. You fell many times, but you got up every damn time so that you can win that challenge. This is going to happen in the rest of your life. So far, you are very well protected by your parents and teachers. It's not going to be so easy going forward. Your college professors are going to be very different. They're going to challenge you. For a reason that you're going to get into the world tomorrow, you need to learn to take that challenge, overcome and do well, my dear friends. So it's very important to take up that challenge. So when I didn't get seat in JCE in 1991, I was down, but I was not out. I didn't get engineering seat. You were lucky. You got a JCE seat and you're sitting here and smiling. At that time, I never thought I will be addressing 1,400 SJCE fresh students one day in my life. And today, I am proud and humbled to speak to all of you. The journey took 30 years, but I'm still here today talking. So if you set your goals, acquire the skills that requires for you to be successful, and most important, you take action towards it, you will get to whatever you dream of. You will get to wherever you plan to get. But if you don't do these three, you'll be wherever you are and you will be managing your frustration more than your happiness. I think that's very important that you need to start thinking about it and doing it. And to do that, you have a fantastic platform. You're very lucky. You know why you're lucky? You know why you're lucky? Because you're not born in Pakistan. Because you are not born in Palestine. You are not born in Ukraine. Because you were born in any of these countries, you would be fighting a war with AK-47 in your hand rather than sitting in a classroom and learning engineering. There's no guarantee that you will survive the next 4 years. In many of these countries, you are lucky you are born in the fastest growing country of this world. Let whatever Trump does, let him do. But we'll still grow. We are not dependent on anybody to grow. We are a self-reliant country. We will grow. You are living in the second fastest growing state of this country, which is Karnataka. And you joined one of the best engineering colleges in Mysore. That's why you're lucky, my dear friends. Your platform is already set. You can go faster and you can grow. Your platform is already set. You're lucky. So I'll do one thing. I think we don't praise ourselves very well. No? Because you are already lucky, I would say, good job, Dharma. Don't tell my name. Tell your name. Pat your back. Come on. Pat your back. Good job. Good job. Tell your name. Good job. Good job. It's very important that you have to realize you are a lucky person before you even start. Before you became an engineer, you are already a lucky guy and a girl sitting here in this room, in many of the rooms outside, and listening to this lecture because, like I said, you are kind of lucky. It's very important that we consider that first. Before we jump into goals, before we dream, we already have a great platform to grow, right? So let's talk about goals. First part of my speech. Why it's important to have a goal? Because if you don't have a goal, you'll be following the crowd. If you don't build your own goal, somebody will motivate you on your Instagram to follow any political party, any leader, any job, any stupid fake news, and you will still be a follower because you don't have your own goal to go towards. Every day when you get up in the morning, you know what time you have to come to college. You prepare accordingly. You get ready. You start from your home at a certain time so that you know you can be here at 9 o'clock. On Sunday, what do? You get up late because there is nothing to get to. You are lazy. You don't get ready. Many times you don't even take bath because you want to save water. Right? So when we don't have goal, we get nowhere. But we have a goal, we get to wherever we want, my dear friends. That's why when Dronacharya asked Arjuna, what do you see? What did he say? He said, I only see the eye of the bird, nothing else, no cloud, no leaves, no tree, no nothing. It's just that aim that I want to reach. That's it, nothing else. If you love a girl, no other girl will be seen. There will be 100 walking around, but you will only concentrate on Aishwarya Rai and nobody else. That is the life. But you may not get her, then you have to marry Ambika and be happy. You have to have plan B, plan C also, my dear friends. Because life doesn't always give you what you want. Sometimes you have to be prepared for the alternatives. So, if you want a job, learn the relevant skills. If you want to start a business, start observing the markets and the pain points that you want to start a business on. If you want to be peace and purpose, start understanding yourself before you marry. Very important. First, you have to understand everything starts from inside. If you know who you are, what you want, the world will conspire to make it true. But if you don't know, you're confused, you depend on your friend to tell, your teacher to tell, your parents to tell, you are always following their dreams and not your own. So it's very important. Go to sleep today, not now. When you go home and dream of yourself and then plan steps towards achieving it. So we'll do a simple priority challenge. Close your eyes and think of 25 priorities in your life. It could be job, it could be friends, it could be love, it could be money, marks, family, fame, health, travel, startup, etc. Whatever it is, 25 of them. And then rank order it and call number one something. Right? Take 10 seconds. Just close your eyes. Think of all the things that you want in your life, including the cake in your bakery, and prioritize what is it that you want in your life. What is the number one thing that you want in your life? Got it? Okay. How many of you put money as number one? Only 1, 3, 4, 5 hands went up. Wonderful. See, there is no right answer to this. Okay? Each one of our goals and priorities are very different. And it keeps changing. Okay? So how many of you put love as number one? No lover boys and girls in this campus? All right. Many of our friends married in the campus, so I'm just wondering, why not love as number one? How many of you put job as number one priority? Few hands went up. How many of you put friends as number one? Boys, come on. Right? Nobody? How many of you got confused and put Netflix as number one? Other than the few who lifted hands, most of the others are confused. Well, it's quite natural. Because you never thought about it hard enough for you to set a goal in your life. That is the problem. We teach physics, chemistry, biology, everything, but we don't know how to set our own goals. Nobody taught you. So you never thought about it. Nobody taught you how to dream and put steps towards it. So you never dreamt. You dreamt, but not in this direction. So it's very important, my dear friends. First and foremost is set your priorities and set your goals in life. Because just like Sunday morning, if you don't have a destiny to get to, we will never get there. We'll go all around. When you sit on a two-wheeler or get on a bus, you know where the destination is. Only then you sit on your two-wheeler. You don't get up in the morning, sit on a two-wheeler and think, where do I go? Do you do that? Then I need your Xerox of your pada, please. If you do that. None of us do that. We get onto a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler or a bus or whatever, only when we know where we are going. So if you joined this course, if you joined this college, you should know where the hell you are going. If you don't know, you will be lost, and somebody else who knows will go to the destination. You will always be left behind them, and then you will be cursing the world. Why didn't I get that opportunity? You will not, because you are not prepared for it. If you didn't get up every day at 4 o'clock and go to cricket stadium and practice your cricket, you will not be a cricketer. You will be like me, speaking somewhere in some other podium. That's okay. If that's your destination, fine. Right? But you have to know where you're going. So setting goal is your first priority, my dear friends. Set the goal. Dream about it. That is the first priority in your life. Tonight, you're going to dream, you're going to think, you're going to sleep, and tomorrow morning, you're going to set a goal. Write it down. Don't keep it in your mind. Write it down somewhere. If possible, put it out on LinkedIn or Insta or whatever. Say, I want to become Prime Minister of this country. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Right? Nothing wrong. You want to become an Elon Musk tomorrow. Nothing wrong. Dream of whatever. But set a dream, my dear friends. Without that goal, you will not go anywhere. So, it's very important while you are setting goals, you need to understand what is the future that is laid out. If Trump is taking away H-1B, American dream is going to be challenged. If they're going to take away OPT tomorrow, it's going to be even more challenging. Drop it. Set something else. Right? Set something else. So think about what is coming next. Currently, everybody is talking about AI, ML, AI, ML, AI, ML, artificial intelligence, machine learning is the current trend, current fashionable thing. Right? If you say civil now, they will think you are useless. They were saying same 30 years ago. Today also it has remained somehow same. But tomorrow, AML will change. Something else will come. Something else more trendy will come by the time you finish your course. So it could be renewable energy, climate technology, or clean technology. We are already working on it. Yesterday, I was listening a podcast. They were saying we will generate solar power using space technology. I was thinking, wait, how can you put a cable all the way from ground to low orbit Earth and get power? No, they said no. We are going to get remotely through radio waves. And 15 times more power we can generate in space rather than on Earth. I didn't know this. I was quite surprised when I heard this. And they said 24 hours you can have a satellite with a solar panel and it will shift towards the sun. So 24 hours sunlight, 15 times more power, remotely beaming power from satellites to your ground. What else do you need? If you can figure out all this technology, and Starlink already has launched so many satellites, you know how to launch it. One day, it will be commercially viable. That day, you're talking about space technology. You will see that world. Whether I will see or not, I don't know. Immediately after your renewable energy revolution, there is going to be cybersecurity because we are all spending so much time online. You need to be protected online too. So cybersecurity is growing like crazy. Extended reality, AR, VR is going to be big someday, right? You're not going to meet your friend. You're going to meet remotely, most of them. You're going to drive maybe also remotely. Quantum computing revolution has just started. Maybe it will be in the peak when you are in 30s or 40s. Immediately, once we understand artificial intelligence, we understand we have plenty of energy and we understand how to build robots. Robots will take over a lot of work in our home. One day you will not have kitchen. You don't have to worry about it. You will have machines to cook. Your mudde will be cooked by a machine. Your roti will be made by a machine. Curry will be made by a machine. Then why you have to have a kitchen? You don't need a kitchen. You just have a series of machines and you can operate from your phone. From the time you leave your home, you can switch on, make me this, and it will be ready by the time you reach home. One day you'll be ordering your kidney in Amazon. Get operated in Apollo Hospital in Mysuru by a surgeon who is sitting in Noida. Remote surgery. It happened last week in our country. A remote surgery happened in our country. Robotics and replacement is going to happen one day. When you come for a old student meeting in SJC, you may see all these things happening live. A drone will come and pick you up or drop you. It's going to happen one day. So have your roofs open because it may be useful one day. Right? So robotics, nanotechnology, because we are going to miniaturize everything. I don't know how many of you have seen a movie called Matrix. Anybody here? It's a little bit dated movie. Wonderful. Few boys have seen, girls, one or two girls. Please, if you have not seen it, please see it. The first scene is very interesting. The hero, a robot will be removed from his vein. Hero Neo's veins and will be thrown out because that's monitoring him all the time, 24/7. It's already happening. There are miniature robots to clear the clots in your heart. All you have to do is no pipe, no nothing. Put the robot in your vein. It will travel and it will remove the block in your heart. It's happening, my dear friends. That technology is happening. One day you'll go to McDonald's, order your burger. Burger doesn't come from any farms. It will be printed right then and there in front of you in 10 years' time and your burger will be delivered to you. Food technology is changing. That is the person. And when they ask the question, why are you not having a person? And when they ask the question, why are you not having any relationships? They said, I'm happy to marry a bot. Because at least it listens to me. Because my wife will not listen to me. Okay? I can only make wife jokes because only I can make jokes on myself or my wife. Rest of them will leave me and go away. She's the only one who will stay, so some of my jokes will be on my wife. So please bear with me, girls. It's true with boys also, husbands also, it's same. So, when you set your goal, go to your priest and ask this question, I want to live forever. And your priest will say, get married. You will ask, priest, if I get married, will I live forever? Priest will say, no, you will at least lose this thought. That is the fun of life. So please don't set goals that you can't achieve. Set some practical goals, my dear friends. It's very important that many a times you set goals which we don't follow. I keep setting goals every new year that I'm going to go to gym and lift weights and build my muscles. And February comes, what am I lifting? Gas cylinder. That's it. Many a times we set goals and we do nothing about it. And this is common to all of us. Not me, not you, not to all of us. So second important thing is, one, you set goals, my dear friend. Second is acquire the skills to get there. Acquire the skills. You want to live forever? Learn the skills that you want to live forever. Live forever. Don't go to a priest. Marks will get you shortlisted, but skills will get you selected. That's what you need to realize. Marks is not going to take you anywhere. It will open the door, but getting in and doing fantastically successful is all related to your skills. So there are plenty of skills that you need to acquire. Technical skills, they will anyway teach you in your classroom, so you don't have to worry about it. I will not talk about it because you have fantastic professors who are going to teach you all the technical skills that you need, right? What you need to do and what typically a classroom will not teach you in a typical syllabus setting is the skills that I'm going to talk to you about. The first and foremost is your communication skills. The number one skill that no bot is going to take over is your communication skills. Ability for you to speak, ability for you to listen, ability for you to write, ability for you to present, ability to make a conversation with someone is also important. Because if you can't make conversation, you will not have a great family life, nor a friend life, not a career. It's very important, my dear friends, you learn the communication skills. So when you are at wedding next time, don't sit in a corner and eat jalebi. Talk to 5 people. 5 unknown people, not your relatives. Avoid relatives, if possible. Many a times it's not possible. They are the ones whom you know. Please do talk to them. I'm not against them. What I'm saying is talk to 5 new people because these conversations will lead you somewhere. Your uncle's WhatsApp group may be more important than anything else in your life because most of the jobs, you know where they come from. They come from references. 90% of the non-starting jobs happen only through references. 75% of the starting jobs come only through connections. They don't get advertised. So you need to build that connection, and we'll talk about it at the late. But it's very important that you learn how to make small talks and build friendships. Build professional relationships with other people, my dear friends. It's very important. So far, you bent your head, learned very hard, mugged up, wrote in the exam, scored a lot of marks. Fantastic. It's not going to take you anywhere going forward. College is about collaborations. Your project is about collaborations. The future of life is all about collaboration. Even your family is a collaboration. Your spouse and your children, your parents are a collaboration, my dear friends. So it's very important that you start reducing the communication gap. In our country, when we say communication gap, many a times it is a river Kaveri running between you and the listener. We don't even know what we are talking. Many a times my wife gets up and says, bring me. What? She didn't tell. Where? She didn't tell. She's told from the fridge. Fridge is so big. What do I get? Where do I get from? Many a times we tell things which is nonsense. The other side doesn't even understand what the hell you're speaking. So it's very important that you bridge. You build a bridge on this Kaveri river and connect to the other side. Because the second most important thing in your life is people management, my dear friends. The moment you start communicating, you need to manage people because you alone cannot be successful. You want to climb Mount Everest, you can't go alone. You will die. You need people for you to be successful. Whether it is a Formula One race, cricket, climbing Mount Everest, or working in a big company or starting your own company, it is all about people around you who are going to make you successful. So it's very important you learn to manage people. This is the second very important skill in my view that you have to learn. No bot can take over people management. People are too complicated. I can't even manage one wife and 3 daughters. Forget about managing the entire company, thousands of people, thousands of students. I don't know how your teachers manage. It's very difficult. So whether it is your classmate, colleagues, bosses, subordinates, even in-laws one day, you have to learn to manage. Your mother-in-laws, father-in-laws, also you have to learn to manage. You'll manage your parents, but how about in-laws? So it's very important that you learn to manage people, and it starts from here, college, my dear friends. Take up every opportunity that comes to you, whether you want to organize an event in department or a hostel, or you put together a team of cricket, football, or whatever, or some kind of a technical club that you want to join. Please join, take initiatives, because if you don't take initiative, you will never stand here and speak. You have to accept and take initiative. Every small thing, you take up initiatives, accept it, because that is how you start communicating with people. Whether you communicate, negotiate a hotel bill, manage friends, or keep people around you, a team happy, that is how you start communicating. You managing people, my dear friends, that experience will be better than reading 10 textbooks. 10 textbooks on people management, leadership is not enough if you can have the experience of managing people. So please acquire these skills while you are at college, because college will provide you a safe experimental zone for you to learn this, because the world is not going to be nice. Before you jump onto the world and take up these responsibilities, learn in a safe environment like your college. You will do well. So it's very important you do that. If you can't manage people, end of the day, you'll only manage your frustrations. So it's very important you learn the skill of managing people. And the third important skill in your life that you have to acquire is adaptability, because world is changing very fast. Your technology and world changes faster than Mysore's traffic lights. Today there is one app, tomorrow there is something else. When I was like you in college, I learned email. Then came social media, right? We all jumped on Facebook. Only old people are there on Facebook. You all jumped on Instagram. Now I think it is Snapchat, no? Below 15, 16 years old, everybody is in Snapchat. I don't know how many of you are in Snapchat. I can't even say it. I don't know how I'll get on and learn about it. So it's very important that the world is changing very fast, so you have to adapt to it. Your grandparents worked in only one job, mostly in public or private sector. Your parents probably worked in 2, 3 jobs, 2, 3 different technologies. You're going to work in 10 or 15 or 20, God only knows. Because the world is changing so fast, you've got to adapt to that new technology, adapt to the new environment, adapt to the new requirement, and keep changing, my dear friends. So keep learning something, because something new will come always. So you cannot say, I am very good in Java. Java will get outdated. Python will get outdated. Something else will come. AI or whatever, LLM, it will get outdated someday. So you need to be learning something every day. So each semester, deliberately join an activity outside your course, your comfort zone. Whether it is sports, whether it is drama, whether it is coding club, you will learn something new. And it will make you uncomfortable to learn something new. Because if you don't feel uncomfortable now in your college, tomorrow when the world makes you uncomfortable, you are not prepared to follow it. So this is an experimental ground for you to learn, take up responsibilities, keep changing, keep adapting, my dear friends. That is going to be your challenge, because your memory should become your muscle memory. Muscle memory is short-lived, but it is good. It reacts faster than your brain memory. That's why they teach A lot of times when they're shooting, when there is archery, when there is something else, sports, they keep playing. Why? Because they know how to hit the ball, when to hit the ball regularly. Because if they don't practice and just imagine, your muscle doesn't coordinate with your brain. So we call it as muscle memory. Adaptability should become like a muscle memory, my dear friends. And fourth important skill you need to learn is curiosity. You need to be curious in your life. Because if you're not curious, you're not going to adapt. You're not going to learn anything. You have to keep asking questions. When you are a little child, 4 or 5 years, until probably 10 years old, you were asking a lot of questions. Isn't it? We were all asking a lot of questions. Our parent dumped us down. Then later on, our education system dumped us down. We stopped asking questions. Many a times when I finish, and there are 1,200 people sitting, and I want you to ask a question, you are very hesitant. Very few of you ask questions. Very few of you even take action towards it. You can ask any question because you are a student. You can get into any office because you are a student. You can talk to anybody because you are a student. The moment student tag is gone, society will not give you the same opportunity that it gives for students. So when your students, take advantage, ask questions, talk to people, be curious, ask why. Why did I join whatever I joined? What am I doing now for whatever I want to do in my life? So it's very important that you keep the curiosity, because that is the passport that's going to get you into innovation. You need to be innovative. So when you meet seniors or teachers, instead of asking, how are you? Ask, why do you choose this field? What are you doing to change this world? Ask why rather than how. Ask why to those people. Right? You can always ask me why you didn't marry Aishwarya Rai later on. I'll tell you the reason. But why should come first, my dear friends. Talk to them. Talk to them about their name. Could be very interesting. Talk to them, why am I named Dharma Prasad? I'll tell you, I'll have a reason for it. You can start with the name. You can start with their family. You can start with the common grounds. You can keep these three in mind. Anybody you can talk to. Ask why. So it's very important. Fifth, I would say, is for your generation, especially very critical, is unlearning and relearning. Coachability. Be always open to coachability. Be always able to learn and relearn. Because when you ask your grandmother and grandfather, they will say, in my time it was like that, but it's not your time. That time is gone. You are facing a different world than your grandfather, grandmother faced. My grandmother, grandfather faced. It's a very different world. It's a very different world compared to your parents, compared to my generation. You are facing a very different world. So ability for you to unlearn and relearn is what makes you successful from yesterday to tomorrow. So it's going to be very important for you. It was not a critical skill when I was a kid like you, but it is a very critical skill today, because you have to unlearn a lot of things and relearn a lot of things. So every 6 months, pick one habit, one belief, or one whatever that you have in your life, and ask and challenge it. Is it outdated? Should I continue to believe in it? Or should I change? Challenge yourself. And if it is still relevant, keep it. If it is not relevant, drop it and move on, my dear friends. It's very important that you unlearn and learn, because in the 21st century, the illiterates are not those who don't know how to read and write. Illiterates will be those who cannot unlearn and relearn. Illiterates will be those who cannot unlearn and relearn. Because all of you, I'm sure, the moment you joined SJC, you will be capable of unlearning and relearning. Sixth, I want to say, for your generation especially, you need to be mentally strong and resilient. Because after Instagram started in 2012, depression rate among teenage girls went up by 450%. Among boys, 180%. Why? Because we constantly live in a comparing world. We always compare to the other girl's dress, the other girl eating in a fantastic restaurant, or a boy going to Paris. He has gone only once in his life, but he keeps posting the same photograph for 4 years, and you keep creeping. Why didn't I go? Maybe he has photoshopped, God only knows. Right? It's very important that we Get out of the comparison. It's not easy. It's not easy, but you got to become strong. Because that is the biggest health challenge that we are facing today. So it's very important that you face this. When I was like you, when I joined first year college, I also faced a lot of challenges, just like you are facing. You are confused. There is academical pressure, there is social pressure, there is all kind of pressure that comes onto you, and you have to face it. And you think you are not smart enough. I thought I am not smart enough. I thought I am a loser because I didn't get engineering or medicine seat. But if I compare to my 10th standard classmates who are 100 and PUC classmates who were 100, one of the best schools and colleges at that time was Marivalappas High School. If I compare to all the 100 classmates, myself to them, I am probably in the top 2% or top 5%. In whatever metric you take. Maybe in money I am very less, but most of the other metrics that you take to measure somebody's success, I'm probably in the top. Why? Because I set a goal, I acquired the skills, and I took action. That's it. If you don't do to work towards it, you'll remain wherever you are. Because challenges come to all of us in life. But if we do not have the mental strength and resilience to face it, we will remain wherever we are. Because I'll tell you one simple example, my dear friends. Gold shines the brightest when it is burnt. The gold shines the brightest when it is burnt. And even diamond, when it is found in a mine, doesn't shine. It needs a lot of cutting and polishing for it to give the sparkle that it gives. Similarly, each one of you are a gold coin, biscuit, imagine whatever you are, or a nugget. You need to be burnt in life for you to shine. Each one of you is a diamond. You need to be cut and polished by this society and people for you to shine. So challenges are going to come, whether you like it or you don't like it. It is going to shape you into that diamond. It is going to shape you into that gold that you are going to shine tomorrow, my dear friends. So accept it. Embrace challenges. 3 tips to become mentally and emotionally strong is embrace challenges. Let anything the world throws at you, take it as a challenge and move forward. Practice mental discipline. I don't have to talk about this. Create a mental discipline. Break a big task into smaller tasks and start achieving it. We call it as a pizza approach in management. And build emotional stability by surrounding yourself with people who uplift you. Not people who pull your legs. All of us have people to pull our legs, isn't it? I had plenty. I even have now many people who pull your legs. There are plenty in your life who pull your legs. Right? Relatives could be one example. There could be friends, there could be neighbors, there could be so many people who pull your legs, including on social media. But there are also people who will lift you up. They want to see you succeed. Like your parents, like your teachers, like me, like many other people who want to see you succeed. So surround yourself with people who are going to lift you up, my dear friends, so you can overcome the comfort zone and do something. Comfort zone is perfectly fine, but it is a desert. You cannot grow if you are in comfort zone. So challenge yourself. The 7th, I would say, is confidence, my dear friends, because confidence has proven again and again to be more successful than talent. They have done plenty of studies and they say confidence gets you what you want. Even if you don't have the stuff inside you and you can show the confidence to the world that I have it, I can do it. For your generation, I don't have to say this. Many of you show confidence outside. But if we ask 2 more questions, you'll be lost. Right? Put out that confidence. It doesn't matter. Put out that confidence. It's very important, my dear friends. Because without that confidence, you cannot grow. There was a study done in US. They compared the top Ivy League colleges in US. The students who would come in this last in the top Ivy Leagues did not do very well. Most of them dropped out, like Harvard's and many other Ivies. Whereas the average colleges, whoever came in the top, did better than many of these Ivy League colleges. Why? Because these colleges did not give very different opportunities. They only gave moderates. That guy or a girl has more confidence than the person who is the last in the top colleges. So you can beat any IIT and IIM any day, provided you develop that confidence within you. Because Ivy League, that zone is changing. Recently, I was listening to somebody. He said the top 500 companies of India, Nifty 500 companies, if you count, most of them used to be CEOs, head used to be coming from the IITs and IIMs previously. Now, among these top 500 companies, the leaders come from tier 2 colleges. Majority of these companies are led by students like you sitting here. You can beat anybody any day, provided you can build that confidence inside you that yes, I'm good, I can do it. You can even challenge Virat Kohli in cricket and win, or Alia Bhatt in acting and win. There's always something called confidence. So build that, my dear friends. You'll do well. So it's very important that I want to give you 3 tips on building confidence. One very important, which our culture doesn't teach you, is celebrate every damn small win. The moment I finish my talk today, I would say, yes, I did it. It's nothing great. But for me, it is a milestone. For you, you joined JC, yes. It doesn't have to wait for a birthday or an anniversary to celebrate. You don't have to wait for a date to celebrate. You just walk in the corridor and one boy smiles at you. Yes, a girl smiles at you. Her life will be ruined, my dear boys. But if she smiles at you, you can always say, yes, somebody smiled at me. Unknown person, what I'm saying, not the known person. See, the idea is very simple, my dear friends. You have to celebrate every damn small win in your life, because every damn small wins lead to big wins one day. If you don't learn to celebrate small wins and put that euphoria inside your brain, saying that I achieved something small in my life, that big thing will not happen. By waiting to big thing, you are losing all your patience and mental instability. So don't give that option. Celebrate every small thing. You rode a bike today, celebrate it. Your road was good today, had less traffic today, celebrate it. If you are especially from Mysore and traffic was not there on that day, you celebrate and say, yes, no traffic today. Doesn't matter what the world gives at you, you look at it positively and celebrate, my dear friends. And second most important thing you need to do in your life, every damn day when you get up and get ready, is look in the mirror and say, Dharma, you are the best. Don't tell my name. You tell your name. Otherwise, all the blessings will come to me. Okay? Look in the mirror whenever you get up and before you leave the house. You get ready. Look in the mirror to yourself and say, Dharma, you are the best. Smile. Carry that smile. Then I will challenge you why the other person will not smile at you. When I was walking in US in the footpaths with my wife, a lot of people used to smile at me. Random people. In San Francisco. My wife asked, do you know all these people? I said, no, I don't know all these people. How can I know all these people? I just landed in US. She'd say, why are they smiling at me? At you? Why are they smiling at you? I didn't know them. They were smiling at me because I was smiling at them. That's it. Simple. If you smile at the world, my dear friends, world is like a mirror, it will smile back at you. If you cry, if I stand here and cry, all of you will start crying in a few minutes. If I am watching an emotional movie where there is a lot of crying, I cry. That's why I don't watch dramas. The emotions get to you. If you go to a house where somebody has lost somebody, you feel like crying. You don't laugh in those houses. When you go to a friend's party, when everybody is having fun, or when you look at a comedy show, you smile, you laugh. The emotions in this world get to us. So instead of emotions, wrong emotion getting into you, you give the positivity out. The positivity will get back to you. You be kind. The other side will become kind. So you look at the mirror every day morning, get up and before getting ready, smile at yourself and say, I am the best. And carry that smile while you are driving to the college and in your corridor. You will very sure get hundreds of friends for you. I don't know how many girls will fall for the boys and the boys will fall for the girls. That is secondary. You will get a lot of friends around you because no damn fellow in this world wants a crying baby as a friend. Tell me how many of you want a crying girl or a crying boy as a friend? Every day he comes and whines, she cries, she brings in all the problems. Please lift your hands. I want a Xerox of your pada again. No, we don't want. Who do we want? We want smiling, happy-go-lucky people around us, isn't it? So if you can smile, the world will smile at you, my dear friends. So learn every day morning, get ready and smile. And please carry that smile in the corridor. But don't carry that same smile in the footpaths outside, okay? People will think you've gone crazy. Because our culture doesn't like if you're smiling and walking on a footpath. But smiling and walking in corridor is fine. Nobody will take bad at you. Okay? So please practice this. And third, very important, my dear friends, to build confidence, action always creates confidence. So please take action towards whatever you want to become. You want to organize an event, take action. You will stumble, you will not do well, but confidence comes first. Confidence comes always second to the action. Action comes first, confidence will follow. First day, everything is difficult, but once you start carrying confidence, you will do well. So the most powerful two words in your world is going to be I am. I am good. I am smiling. I am the best. I am. Learn to say this, please. Don't be selfish, but learn to bring that happiness and spread it around. It's very important. And the eighth is overcoming your insecurity. I know most of us are insecure, including me. We are insecure in various departments, various sections, various people. We are very, very insecure. So I was just like you, always comparing with my peers and my classmates. Somebody got this, somebody got that, somebody earned more, somebody got better salary, somebody got better girl, somebody got better house, somebody got better support, somebody got better influence or whatever. And then I was cribbing and crying, but no, not literally, but you will feel sad, you will feel insecure. But something that we all have to realize is each one of us is unique. Each one of us is uniquely built. None of us look alike. Each one of us are a diamond that is found in the mine. We all need to get polished and shine, my dear friends. So we need to realize that there is a strength of my own. Just like each one of you, you have your own strength. You need to realize that and then build on it. So stop comparing, my dear friends. Set a goal and bulldoze towards it. Set a goal and bulldoze towards it. And don't bother about comparing. Because if you do that, one day you will stand to wherever you want. And you will be speaking to thousands of more people like you, motivating. So comparison is a curse in our society. We get compared to every damn fellow, sometimes even to a dog. No? Your dog is so well behaved. Look at you. Your mothers and fathers must have scolded you. My wife keeps saying that very often. My dog is more well behaved than me. Right? My dog is doing more job than me. I'm a lazy bugger or whatever. Right? Many times I even get compared to a squirrel. Right? So there is comparison everywhere all around us. But if we give too much weightage towards, we are gone. So it's very important you build that confidence and overcome insecurities. And know your insecurities. I am afraid of heights. I know that. So I don't take up jobs where height is required. But I have to go someday to the top of the Eiffel Tower and even look down. If I am afraid, I'll never enjoy it. So sometimes you take that once and decide, no, I'm going to go. I'm going to go and do it. So 5% in your life, take up a challenge which overcomes that insecurity, whatever that is. 5%, only small percentage, because they have done a study. You want to overcome allergy, you have to give the allergen in a very small 1% dose to you and slowly build up your body to understand this is what you are afraid of. If you are afraid of snake, look at the photos of snakes, understand the snakes, understand what are poisonous, what are not poisonous. Get into the photographs and then get into the real life. There is a way to learn that, right? You look up online, you will find answers. Please work towards it and value progression and not perfection, my dear friends. We all want a perfect time to propose to somebody, or ride a bike, or to apply for a job, or perfect time for us to present something to somebody, impress somebody. We always wait for a perfect time. By the time you wait for a perfect time, somebody else has done it and moved on. There's no perfect wife in life. There's no perfect husband also in life. There is no perfect phone in life. There is no perfect car in life. There is no perfect home in life. There is no perfect parent in life. There is no perfect children in life. There is no perfect college in life. There is no perfect you also in life. Perfection keeps changing. Today, what is perfect 2 months later, it's changed. What mobile phone you bought today, perfect mobile phone I have. New model comes, yours is different. Your perfection lost value. So don't chase perfection, chase progress. Do something. Don't wait for a perfect moment. Please do something. Take action. I think that is what builds you towards overcoming your insecurity. So please do stop comparing. Know what your insecurities are and take some 5% action, and always value progress rather than perfection, my dear friends. Now we'll do a small exercise. Okay, the ones on the digital space also, you should do this. Think of your biggest fear. I'll give you 10 seconds. Whatever that fear is. Fear of cockroaches, fear of height, fear of whatever. Think about your biggest fear in your life. Close your eyes and just think about your biggest fear, whatever that fear is in your life. Okay. Now open your eyes. Hold an imaginary balloon in front of you. An imaginary balloon, as if you're holding a balloon and blowing air into it. Hold a balloon and blow your insecurity into it. I'm afraid of heights. I'm afraid of heights. Okay? I'm afraid of heights. Blow it. Come on. Come on, do it, 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 do it. Do it. At least physically you guys are in front of me. Come on, do it. I know many of you will laugh at me. You will not get anywhere if you keep laughing at every audience, every speaker that is speaking at you. Please hold your balloon. Come on, do it. Do it at least for my sake or for the teacher's sake. It's okay if you don't do it. Nothing is going to happen. You are just going to remain a loser all through your life. That's all. Okay? Blow your insecurity. Blow your challenges into your balloon. Come on, blow it, blow it, blow it. Blow your biggest fear. Blow your biggest fear. Now close the balloon. Hold it. Close the balloon. Hold it. Okay? I'll tell you in front of you. Balloon is there. 1, 2, 3. You are going to smash the balloon and say, I am fearless. Okay? Just hold the balloon. 1, 2, 3. I am fearless. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Now, let's do it once again. Unison. Okay? Let's do it once more. Blow your fear into your balloon. Come on, blow the fear into your balloon. Come on, come on, come on. Blow it, blow it, blow it, blow it. Okay, close the balloon, hold it in front of you. Hold it in front of you. Now you're going to blast the balloon and say, I am fearless immediately afterwards. Okay, all of us, let's do it together. 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. You please do this whenever you are afraid of anything. 0.1% of your fear will go away. Fear will not run away overnight. None of us fear will run away overnight. It will take time. It will take time for it to go away. Please do this. This is a scientifically tested method. Whatever I am saying is all done. There is a plenty of psychology research people do, and I keep listening to them. This is one of the ways to pop your balloon and say, I am fearless. The more and more I tell to myself I am fearless, I'll become one day. It will take time, but you keep please doing this. So the ninth and last one I would like to say is handling failure and rejection. Before I go to the third part, I think all of us will get rejected in life. All of us will fail in life. It is true. You must have already experienced. You are going to experience more and more in life. Till now, your parents protected you. Your teachers protected you. The ones you are out in the world, you have to deal with it yourself. So every no is training for the yes someday. Please accept the failure and say, I was not good enough. It is okay. It is okay. I received a no. I have received plenty of no's. Right? But that all put together will lead me to a yes. So please remember that and move on and don't get stuck to that no. We have a habit of getting stuck to the no a lot of times and not realize there are plenty of opportunities which just passes by. Because I'm stuck to no, I'm sitting and crying and cribbing about it. I'm not thinking about the possibility that's coming next to me. I don't look at that opportunity and I don't grab it. Okay? So please accept it. And comparison always steals your joy. Overcome that. Don't compare yourself. You are all unique. You are all a diamond. Please be persistent also, because anything you want to achieve, you need determination. You need to be persistently working towards it. Whether you are starting your own company, whether you want to score more marks or whatever it is, please work towards it. Because I'll tell you a simple example. A river cuts the rock, not by its force. A river doesn't cut the rocks by its force. It cuts because every day it is flowing next to the rock. Every day it is cutting 1.1 mm. Every day it cuts. It cuts every day when it flows, flowing, and one day you will see a pouch of cutting. It doesn't need a force to cut it. It needs persistence. It needs working every day towards achieving that. So please keep that consistency. You're going to do much better, my dear friends. So we'll transition from skills to action. The last section. I'll finish quickly over here. Skills are like your app in your phone. If you don't update it, even your Swiggy will say, sorry, boss, this version is not supported. No, many of the apps will say, no, please update it. Otherwise, we can't support you. Same thing will happen in your life. Skills is perfectly fine, but you have to take action towards it. So you keep updating so that you can be better. Because action is something which bridges your dream to reality. You dreamt something, you want to achieve it. Reality is something else. It bridges you. So every goal you set, every dream you saw, you have to prepare an action plan. Prepare a big action plan and then split it into smaller action plan. Tomorrow you want to go and climb Chamundi Hills. You can't jump to 1,300 steps. You have to climb one step at a time. Maximum you can jump is 2-3 steps. That's it. You can't be jumping every time also. You'll lose energy. You'll fall back. So for any goal that you set, you need to look at what are my steps. What are my first 3 steps, 5 steps, 10 steps. Work towards it, my dear friends. So you can one day climb the Chamundi Hill and be top and say, yes, I achieved it. Right? So one important thing when you want to achieve something in your life, you can't achieve anything alone. You need friends. You need collaborations all through your life. So it's very important that whether it is projects, events, trips, or success is a teamwork. So you need to build a team. And you know the best team, where it comes from? Generally from college. If you ask me or any seniors who are sitting around, who are the 5 best friends you have in your life? You go back and ask your parents, who are the 5 best friends you have in your life? If I close, 3 of them happen to be my close schoolmates or college mates. Your best friends come from here in this campus. They have come from your schools. The best friends who become your partners someday, whether it is life partner, whether it is company partners, whether it is career partner, comes from this college. So build fantastic relationships, my dear friends. It's very important that you do this. But one thing you remember, there are always people who are richer. There will always be people who are smarter, faster. Learn from them. Don't be jealous. Learn from them. Learn why are they good at. How can I adapt? Make a friend and learn from them. Because I was sitting next to a rank student in my school and I was touching him. Hopefully, all that intelligence will travel from him to me like a current. It never did. I remained an average student. But I realized later on, it's not the current that is important. I have to learn his skills, learn how he does it, and then I did it. and I was much better than him today. So whether it is a superstar surgeon or a top ranking CEO, he needs his team to perform. Only then he can perform. He alone can't do it. So build fantastic relationships, build fantastic friends, because when I came back from US and I wanted to run this company, it's my friends who helped me, who are in other companies. So it's very important that you build this network physically while you are at campus, digitally on the social media, that wherever you are, right? I'll get to that a little later. So it's very important you collaborate, you learn, build great relationships, and network like crazy. Like I said earlier, 80%, greater than 80% of your jobs come only through your network. And almost all of senior level jobs come only through your network. It won't be announced. CEO jobs rarely gets announced. Vice president jobs rarely gets announced. And most of them hire internally or through references. If I have to hire somebody, whom do I ask? First, I look at my trainees, my network. If my network doesn't give me the support, I ask my colleagues. If their network, if they have somebody. If they don't have anybody, then I ask my friends and other people who are multiple WhatsApp groups, do you know somebody? After exploring all these options, then we advertise. And where do we advertise? LinkedIn is the first place because it's free for me. Right? After that, it gets into job portals and wherever other places. So it's very important that you need to be in that circle to get identified, so that the feed comes to you saying that there is a job opportunity here, or there is an opportunity of collaboration here, there is an opportunity of partnership somewhere here. So it's very important you build this fantastic network from your friends and start local. Start with your classmates, start with your seniors. HJC, in its history, has fantastic people located in fantastic places and companies. Please network with them, connect with them, because an SJC student always loves SJC student first. A Kannada guy always loves a Kannada guy first. Isn't it? That's how we are built. That's the commonality we have. A Kuvampanagar boy will always love a Kuvampanagar boy. Because there is a lot of things to talk about, right? So it's very important to start local, and every person who comes to speak to you like me, starting me today, connect with them. Because out of 8,000 connections I have, many of them happen to be CEOs and vice presidents, and many of them happen to be seniors of HJCE. You'll be able to reach to them. And if they advertise something, if they talk about something, you will get to know in your feed. So they become your secondary connection. So it's very important going forward the next 4 years, you utilize this team and multiply digitally. Physically, I can't multiply. I'm only one. Maybe in next 4 years, I'll send my bot to come and speak here. But at this moment, I only have to come. Right? So it's very important. You can't replicate physically. Why can't you replicate digitally? Digitally, you can be present in a lot of places. No? I know for sure all of you are on Instagram. All of you are on WhatsApp. Most of you would have checked your Instagram before coming to this class, right? So it's very important that you also open a LinkedIn account, professionally speaking, because Instagram is for fun. Nobody takes you seriously there. You put all kind of funny videos or reels or photos, anything there, but don't put too much random crazy photos like holding a beer bottle and dancing to some tune, because it will create problems later on in your life, especially if you want to become a politician or become a CEO. Everything gets analyzed, so it becomes tricky. Like we always say, if you want to join a serious job like a banking job, you cannot have an open visible tattoo. You cannot have a tattoo here because they will not select you to become a CEO of any bank. Bank is a very professional, formal industry. Anything where money is involved, formal industry. In tech industry, you don't mind. You wear a shorts and wear a Hawaii, it's still okay. Because there they don't value these things, right? Every industry has its own value. So please understand what is that and take that point. So if you have a LinkedIn account, I don't know how many of you have a LinkedIn account. How many of you have a LinkedIn account? Not bad. Many of you have. Fantastic. Good. So please polish it. Put a nice photograph. Look at others and create a fantastic profile and start connecting with people. Because many of the jobs are going to happen there. Many of your investors going to happen to sit there. So it's very important. Guys and girls who don't have an account, please open an account and create a professional footprint. How do you create it? Right? Personal brand is very important. How do you create it? You have to look at content, you look at connections, and then convert that content into, into a business, a network, a friendship, a mentorship, or whatever it is that you want within that. So it's very important that when you are not there, if somebody talks good about you, that is the brand that you have built. And personal brand is going to be very, very big going tomorrow, my dear friends. When you want to become a CEO of some company tomorrow, your personal brand is going to get taken. Today, they are not looking at it. Tomorrow, they are going to look at it. How many people can you influence by being present on some platform is going to be very important for you to become a business leader tomorrow. So please take that action. Connect with them. Start small. One post, one photo, one tip, one short note, and get somewhere. Initially, you will feel, what if I look dumb? It's okay. Because if I go back and look at my own public speaking, first one, embarrassing. First video, terrible. I don't even want to see it now, today, right? If I hadn't made those first ones, I wouldn't be here today speaking to you. Dr. Hema wouldn't have called me today if I didn't take those first steps and get to wherever I am today. So you will also be in a journey. Start that first step, my dear friends. Do whatever that you want. Talk about your sessions that you have attended. Talk about your projects that you have done. Talk about your activities that you do within your college next 4 years and build a fantastic digital presence that can be multiplied. Without you doing anything, it is earning for you. A visibility that is very important, because out of mind is out of sight. Out of sight is out of mind. Many a times you need to be visible, because I have given jobs to many people who continuously be visible in front of me in the digital space. I have called many people who continuously like my post and said, do you want to work here? It's very important that you take that step, multiply yourself digitally, network yourself physically, and build fantastic relationships, my dear friends. More visible you are, more luckier you get. That's why if you look at entertainment industry, right, the actors and actresses come very often, either for good reason or bad reason. They are in the news. Because if Tripti Dimri is not in the news, she won't get offers. If Deepika Padukone is not in the news constantly, she cannot ask for 6 crores. She'll be valued at 2 crores. The value system comes from being visible, doing something consistently, and showing that you are capable and you are good at it. So let me end by saying 3 things. Please set goals, look at future industries, and decide your direction today. Please set goals. Whether you achieve it or not, it's okay. But please set goals. Have plan A, plan B, plan C also, because life doesn't always give you plan A. Right? Please set goals. Build skills. The second important thing, build skills towards it. Whether it is communication, collaboration, adaptability, curiosity, people management, resilience, confidence, or relearning, please build skills. Because your college gives you an opportunity to build this, test this, fail, and relearn, unlearn, do better. Third, take action, my dear friends. Make friends, build networks, digitally, physically, on social media space. If you do this, set goals, build skills, take actions, I am sure, my last statement, don't just graduate as engineers. You will not graduate as engineers. You will graduate as employable, visible, and unstoppable engineers. Will you be? Will you be? Will you be? Wonderful. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you.
Anyone would like to ask any question to sir? Yeah, please.
So you have inspired thousands of students, and you are an excellent auditor. You have quoted numerous instances and made people laugh in an auditorium. How would you like to guide the students to improve their public oration skills?
Okay, wonderful. Good question. Thank you. Please be seated. The idea is you have to practice. Like I said, first one will be terrible. Couple of them will be terrible, but over a period of time you'll improve. So how do you improve? Now it is easy to say, difficult to practice. So it's very important you look at various options. So the options that I use to learn myself, self-taught skill, YouTube videos, TED Talks, then there are podcasts. I'll give you one simple podcast called Talk Smart, Think Fast, Talk Smart. There's a GSB professor called Matt Abraham who has a podcast. So every time I'm driving, I'm listening to him. He talks about communication skills, right? So like this, podcasts, YouTube videos, and then ultimately whatever you learn, like by learning a bicycle, you have to experiment. So every given opportunity, you take up responsibilities, whether it is emceeing some event, welcoming somebody, introducing a guest, whatever it is, you please take up opportunities among your friends, in your classroom, among whatever circle you are in, among your relatives, for example, and then talk, and then record it. What I do is I also record it. I record all my speeches nowadays for two reasons. One reason is I want to go back, look at it, hear at it, and see whether I did a good job, where did I do a good job or bad job, and then I improve. Right? That is how we improve. Second is it helps me to one analyze. Second, it helps me to also spread the word to a larger audience and train my AI. Right? Because now we are all in an AI era. Every meeting, every speech is recorded for the simple reason because I am training my AI. So I get better suggestions by my AI. I can improve over a period of time, and eventually I may have my own replica someday. God only knows. But anyway, so three things: learn from whatever resources you get, even physically, like learning from me and other YouTubes. Second is try, and third is record and relook at it and improve. Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any more questions? Understood everything or hungry? Okay, I'll not take much time. It's always a pleasure listening to Dr. Damaprasad, who has been associated with my department biotechnology since almost 20 years. So we are always happy to have you, sir. And thank you very much for inspiring our students and making them to think wisely and take a proper decision. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And every one of you who writes something on LinkedIn and tag me, I will rewrite and post of you. And you won't believe it, in the previous sessions that I have done this exercise, in GSSS, Vidyavardhaka, JSSAHR, everywhere, you won't believe it, you will have a lot of CEOs and other vice presidents coming and liking your posts. It happens. It has happened in the past. So your visibility automatically grows. So it's very important that from today onwards, you start connecting to people like us, whoever comes and speaks, and talk about it. Because your visibility gets multiplied by this. So please take action. Even my today's post on LinkedIn is about talking about what students did in GSSS. Last week I was there speaking to them. So you take a photo, video, whatever, post something about it, post your thoughts, and that is how your journey starts. It will be terrible first one, but you please practice it. You will do better going forward. Yeah? Please connect with everybody who comes in the next 4 years. It is going to be helpful for you. Okay? Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry. Thank you so much.